A non-governmental organization, Paradigm Initiative, has converged stakeholders on Abuja, the nation's capital, on a one-day dialogue to further brainstorm on Nigeria's AI strategy, digital economy and e-governance bill, a drive which aims at using digital technology to drive the nation's economy. Clearview News' Imefonokon was there and tells us more.
Nigeria, as the continent's most populous nation, is particularly positioned to harness AI's transformative capacity to address pressing socio-economic conundrums, accelerate economic growth, and pivot the nation into a new epoch of technological advancement. Against this backdrop, a non-governmental organization, Paradigm Initiative, under its Digital Policy Engagement Series, has engaged stakeholders on an in-depth dialogue to analyze critical legislative documents that will shape the digital landscape in Nigeria.
And we're focusing on two key issues today. One, we're focusing on the AI strategy for Nigeria. Nigeria has already announced that we're a global AI player. And if we are one, then we can't just do what we used to do. We set up a Center for AI and Robotics many years ago. And we can't exactly say we have done too much with that. So this time, we cannot have paper tigers. We can't have a 73-page document that just says all the right things. We have to have implementation. And so civil society must work with the private sector and with government to make sure that Nigeria is not just mouthing things about AI, but that we're using AI to improve the economy. And the second conversation we're going to have is about the digital economy bill. Beautiful thing to discuss that and to bring conversations to the table. How do we translate digital economy opportunities into the price of fuel, into the price of food in Nigeria? And that is really important, because otherwise we're deceiving ourselves and having conversations if these things are not connected.
Stakeholders have stressed the need for the implementation of digital policy in Nigeria to enable the country compete favorably with the global world and improve the nation's economy.
It is important that in establishing bills or in enacting bills, there is robust stakeholder engagement. Now, what do I mean by that? This conversation is important because it allows stakeholders to air their view regarding certain provisions within the bill and within the AI strategy. Our stakeholder engagement needs to get to the point where we want to enact a bill. We call stakeholders first and then get their input from the very beginning, right? So that people's voices are heard. This way, there is more synergy, more integration in implementation. Also, there's a place of monitoring.
Dependence on artificial intelligence may be very good for the economy. If you look at scientific breakthroughs, AI is doing marvelously. It's helping people to get some kind of procedures that would not have been possible before AI. But of course, there is still the fact that it can also be used for something bad, you know. So that's so this gathering is all about us having the dialogue, so that when government finally settles on a policy, they would be thinking from a multi-stakeholder perspective, not one way. Because governments, if you look at the way we draft our laws and legislations, sometimes they don't even call us for a public hearing anymore. So it's sad. Like, we just had one national anthem changed all of a sudden. I didn't think that Nigerians had an opinion. So we, as an organization, Paradigm Initiative, you know, being a forerunner when it comes to digital rights in Nigeria, they felt that it's appropriate for us to be having these kind of conversations now. And then, of course, whatever we come up with, we can submit it and have this dialogue with government. It's a very good step and a very good thing to do.
The National Digital Economy and E-Governance Bill, having successfully passed its first reading in the National Assembly, marks a significant step towards the federal government's effort to create a well-structured environment for digital economy and e-governance in Nigeria. Imefonokun reporting for Clearview News.